Racecourse in Melbourne, where the fillies and mares are about to move up for the running of race 5, the CUB handicap. And this is the first of 4 races you'll see live today on 9. As I said, this race for fillies and mares is over 1,600 metres on the famous Caulfield track. And the popular pick appears to be number 3, Juga Win, a 4-year-old mare trained by Bart Cummings, who has a stable in Melbourne which is looked after by his foreman, Leon Corstens. Bart commutes between Sydney and Melbourne at frequent intervals to keep an eye on things, although Leon Corstens is recognised as a very fine horseman in his own right and prepares many winners out of the Cummings Melbourne establishment. This mare, Juga Win, has run 3 consecutive placings. She was 2nd at Moonee Valley, 2nd on the Caulfield track on December the 12th, and then 3rd at Flemington, beaten 2 noses in a very close photo finish on New Year's Day. That was over 1,400. She was doing her best work in the last little bit, and the extra 200 metres today gives her an excellent chance to break through. She's drawn rather badly at the barrier, will come out of barrier 12 or 13. She'll be ridden by Simon Marshall, a very good jockey who has a relentless battle with weight. He spends quite a number of hours each week in the sweat box. He runs for many kilometres, works very hard to keep his weight down to a competitive level, and he's one of those jockeys that you certainly don't begrudge any success that comes his way. He was in Perth recently with a good horse called Zapari, which won the Rich Railway Stakes over the Perth New Year Racing Carnival. And the odd winner, particularly in major races, keeps jockeys like Simon Marshall sane because he has to work so hard at it. Now, the line's taking good shape. Only one to move in now, so it appears. And the one you've got to watch for, Juga Win, who's in pink and grey quarters with the black cap. I know, still a couple out. In fact, there might be 3, certainly 2. Juga Win drawn out in barrier 12 or 13 in the pink and grey quarters with the black cap. There she is there, barrier 12. They're off. Here's your caller, John Russell.
Sunnyvale and Melda got away nicely. Narando showing speed from the outside, and they were being followed by Virgin. In behind them, Gold Heater and Juga Win is trapped deep, going up past the 1,400 metre mark, but going up towards the lead, being followed by High Pixie. A length further back in the field, J-Swar Regal, My Sparkling Star in behind them, followed by Sunnyvale, Princess Plumer. Dropping back in the field, there is Trimmings being passed at that point there. Over on the outside by Lineal, a length further back as Mirror Mystic, and Rags No More is last of all. Over the hill on the railway side, 1,100 metres out, and Gold Heat going very fast, the leader. Led 4 lengths ahead of Narando, a length further back in 3rd place. Imelda on the inside of Direct Star. 2 lengths away, then came Sunnyvale, followed by Juga Win, a length and a half. My Sparkling Star, followed by Virgin, High Pixie. At the head of the others came Lineal, followed by J-Swar Regal. Brybella's got well back in the field. She's followed by Athapascan Miss over on the inside, then Princess Plume's a long way off the leader, and so is Mirror Mystic, followed by Trimmings and Rags No More. Up to the 600 metre mark, Gold Heater led 2.5 lengths. Narando, a length further back, Direct Star, followed by Imelda. Park just in behind them with the run of the races. Juga Win being followed by My Sparkling Star. Lineal running on. Then Sunnyvale over on the inside of Virgin making ground. High Pixie behind them. J-Swar Regal as they make the home turner. Gold Heat being tackled quickly by Narando. And over on the outside, joining in Direct Star, and Juga Win went very deep. She's under a bit of pressure. The favourite, Narando's in front. Imelda, the immediate challenger on the outside, and Virgin down the outside. Princess Plume coming home well. Juga Win can't go on. Imelda takes the lead with 100 metres left to go, and Princess Plume is storming down the outside, but Imelda in front of all. Just hang on. Imelda's won by a long head, Princess Plume. Narando's run 3rd, followed by Gold Heat in behind them, Virgin.
And the numbers 5, 2 and 8. 5, 2 and 8. The winner being number 5, Imelda, ridden by Dale Short. That was the first of 4 live races today on 9. We'll be back a little later with 1 more from Melbourne and 2 from Sydney. But right now we return to Albie Mangles and Venturebound.
Wanted and subsequently forgotten by nomadic mining communities who'd left abruptly and moved on to the next more profitable venture.
I often wonder...
Rose Hill live for race 6, the Rylstone handicap, and Tim Tone is the popular pick in the race, on the toad showing odds of 9 to 4 on the strength of 3 consecutive wins at Newcastle, Hawkesbury and Randwick. And his win at Randwick on December the 27th was an outstanding effort. You couldn't believe it, really. He came out of a wide gate, pulled hard, but he still just exploded away from them and won by a big margin. Now, starter Billy Dale onto his stand, and they're all set. It's race 6, the Rylstone handicap. Falcon Walk getting very stirred up, and so is Lord Windsor. And Tim Tone drawn next to Lord Windsor, getting a little upset. Now, Big Risk made a dive at the front of the gate. Steadies again. They're off and running. Pretty good start, bar Falcon Walk, who took a backward step. He's a clear last out of the gate. Bill Up bounced out in front of See You Later Southern Double, heading towards the lead with Lord Windsor wide out. Close handy Z-Tay and Big Risk and Temtone is prominent soon after the start. Vigilant trapped out very deep, and Macbeth is in no man's land on the first turn. Must be 7 and 8 horses deep around that first corner, and Bill Up is the leader over Lord Windsor. See You Later pulling hard third, followed by Vigilant Southern Double. Macbeth is out 3 and 4 deep, trying to get in. Temtone is 3 wide on the outside of Big Risk and Z-Tay, followed by Sir Stamford, who's pulling hard as they go down the back, and then Super Reserve, Swiss Stone, Falcon Walk, and dropping out last Little Red Dragon. At the 1200 mark, Bill Up is the leader by 2 lengths on Lord Windsor. A length away, Vigilant 3/4 then to See You Later on the fence, followed by Southern Double. Macbeth 3 deep, and that's the best he's going to do, followed by Big Risk and Temtone a fair way back, 3 deep and pulling at this stage. Little Red Dragon about to take off around the outside, followed by Super Reserve, well back Z-Tay, Swiss Stone, Sir Stamford, and Falcon Walk is now tacking on as they reach the top turn at the 900 mark. Bill Up the leader, a length on Lord Windsor, Vigilant third, See You Later fourth, Macbeth on the outside of Southern Double, then Little Red Dragon, Big Risk and Super Reserve. Temtone is well back in the field, very awkwardly placed now, followed by Sir Stamford, and then Z-Tay and Swiss Stone with Falcon Walk as they come up to the turn, and Temtone has dropped out last as they come to the corner. Into the straight now, it's Bill Up the leader over Lord Windsor and Southern Double on the outside, followed by See You Later, then Big Risk. Macbeth about 5 deep under heavy pressure, followed by Little Red Dragon and Temtone taken to the extreme outside. In the straight, 300 out, Bill Up tackled by Lord Windsor and Southern Double, and those 3 are in line as they come to the 200. Big Risk is making a dash, followed by Macbeth. Inside the 200 mark, Bill Up fighting back ahead in front of Lord Windsor. Now Big Risk and Macbeth on the outside, but it's Lord Windsor and Bill Up. Big Risk is lunging at Lord Windsor, but Lord Windsor just held on to win. Lord Windsor from Big Risk wide out. Super Reserve has charged through late, followed by Bill Up, Southern Double, Macbeth, and then Falcon Walk, followed by Z-Tay, See You Later, and then Swiss Stone, Little Red Dragon. Well back in the field, Sir Stamford, followed by Vigilant, and Temtone is back with the tail enders. Yeah, never a hope. Strangled back in the field today, Temtone. Didn't race nearly as generously as he did at Randwick when he was allowed to rip along on the outside of the leader. But the winner will be Lord Windsor, ridden by Larry Olsen by a narrow margin. Lord Windsor has made it 2 on the trot. He's going to pay $16 and $4.40. Now, Big Risk on the outside and Super Reserve sneaking through late. Big Risk will get second, number 8, to pay a place tote of $3.50, and Super Reserve looks to have run third, a place tote of $3.60. As we take this break.
Jane Seymour is
in that doorway. I can't take this anymore, Cheryl. I mean, my body is so confused that I got goosebumps that are sweating. We saw the stupid radiators fall, too. Well, I'm going to just give it a little talk here. What's the matter with you?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to Melbourne live now, back to Caulfield Racecourse. This is the second leg of the Daily Double, the Filbury Haberdashery Handicap. And the commentators, no doubt, are very pleased that's not the name of one of the runners in the race. Jack Pill is the interesting runner. He's won more prize money than any of the others, $344,000. He's had 1 run back from a spell and finished in the middle of the field at Moonee Valley on the 8th of January. He's trained by John Sadler and is ridden by Simon Marshall, who rode the winner of the... or rode the favourite, the beaten favourite in the first leg of the double, the race you saw live earlier from Melbourne. So he's out to make amends here on number 3, Jack Pill. And very shortly we'll have them under starters' orders for this. The race is over 1,400 metres and a very big field. By the way, there's a well-named one in the race, a mare called Make-Up Lady, sired by Paint the Stars. They're off. Here's John Russell.
Commenced well, and out quickly also Extra Struck, and Verdetta going fast from the outside into a handy position with Carolingian. Close in behind them, Better Mill, and they were followed further back by Flamingo Cloud, who's over on the inside. Canopy back behind them. A length and a half to Royal Snack, Make-Up Lady, followed by Black Ransom and Rob's Reason, and tailing out to last in a strung outfield is Virtual Reality. 1,000 metres left to go. Jack Pill led the way by a length. Verdetta A length Draft Choice on the outside of Carolingian. Close in behind them, Better Mill, Fratello. Extra Spark a bit further back in the field, being followed by Canopy and Durham Rivers over on the outside. Half a length away then on the inside to Flamingo Cloud, Make-up Lady and Royal Snack behind them. Black Ransom, Rob's Reason and Virtual Reality coming up the side at the 600 metre mark. Jack Pill travelling well. A length Bertetto close handy, a length and a half. Draft Choice being followed by Carolingian, Better Miller, Fratello on the outside. Extra Spark the rails there, followed by Durham Rivers. A gap in the field too. Canopy starting to run on, and back behind them then was Flamingo Cloud. Black Ransom's a long way back as they turn for home. Jack Pill the leader, tackled by Verdetto, looks to be the main threat at the moment. Carolingian starting to run home pretty well, followed by Draft Choice, and down the outside Better Miller and Extra Spark, and coming from a long way back is Virtual Reality. Verdetto swept to the lead with 100 metres left to go. Virtual Reality is flying down the outside. Verdetto in front. Virtual Reality on the outside, grabbing it. Verdetto will just hang on. Verdetto's won it from Virtual Reality. Tight for third, Carolingian and Extra Spark.
Across the line in Melbourne, the winner is number 4, Verdetto, according to John Russell, just hanging on to beat the very fast finishing Virtual Reality, and it's a photo for third. Right now, we're going back to Laverne and Shirley.
It's okay, and you don't have to pay no fine.
I can't believe this. No violation, no fine.
Well, we all better hurry on down to the Pizza Bowl because there's going to be a victory celebration for you. Everybody in the building chipped in for that, too.
Oh.
Welcome home.
Listen, before we go, let me say what I came to say.
Okay, here we are, race 7, the Parramatta Cup, and the runners are moving in quickly for this. It's over 2,000 metres. Double Take is favourite in a fairly wide betting race at odds of 7-2. Number 5, Double Take, a New Zealander who's been campaigning in Sydney for quite a few weeks now. He's trained by Royce Dowling. Royce makes frequent trips across the Tasman, usually only with 2 or 3 horses, and he very rarely campaigns in Australia that he doesn't win a few races. Double Take has been most consistent, was beaten inches recently in the Summer Cup at Randwick on Boxing Day, and he's deserving of a win, Double Take. Now there's Golden Step moving up into line, a big chestnut horse with Malcolm Fitzgerald in the saddle. And I can see Match Dancer still out of line. We're just about ready. They're within 30 seconds of advertised post time, so they're right on the button here today. It's the Parramatta Cup of 2,000 metres on a day which marks the 50th anniversary of the Sydney Turf Club. Exactly 50 years today since their inaugural race meeting. They had to borrow Randwick Racecourse for that auspicious occasion from the Australian Jockey Club. The Sydney Turf Club, 50 years old today. Now they're just about set. They look to be about right. The last 3 or 4 horses appear to have moved in. The official with the white flag on the turn out of the straight has that flag aloft. As soon as he drops it, you'll know they're off and running, and they come into view in a matter of seconds. There they go in the Parramatta Cup, off, and first into view is Surrender Now. Double Take jumped away smartly, and so did Caladan, followed by Is She Special, Golden Step. Rough Rider right out in the middle of the track is going quickly towards the lead, then Wally's Choice between runners, followed by Calvados Charm on the fence. Mobile Peter, oh, there's trouble. Wally's Choice got a nasty check. He lost ground sharply, followed by Dr. Farnsworth. Out deep is Match Dancer. Further back is Famous Nick, followed by Hudson River with Palais de Louvre back at the tail. Into the back straight, and Rough Rider goes to the lead at a pretty good pace by 3/4 to Il Sorbo going to second. Caladan third in the box seat, followed by Golden Step, and then Surrender Now, More Money. Match Dancer travelling 3 deep down the back, followed by Double Take. Calvados Charm on the fence. On the outside of him then is She Special, followed by Hudson River, Palatin. Well back Thrifty Reserve with Mobile Peter. Wally's Choice after an early check as well back in the field, and then Dr. Farnsworth, and there's one taking off, Palais de Louvre from the tail of the field. Onto the top turn, approaching the 1,000 mark. Rough Rider almost joined by Il Sorbo. Caladan getting the run of the race third. A half length to Golden Step, and Palais de Louvre has come from last, and he's still going forward. Palais de Louvre with a lightning move has gone from last to first. At the 800 mark, Palais de Louvre pokes the head in front of Il Sorbo and Rough Rider, followed by Golden Step, Caladan. Match Dancer off the track, followed by More Money. Double Take awkwardly placed between horses. Surrender Now on the fence. Palatin getting away from the rail. Further back is Hudson River. Famous Famous Nick is well back in the field with Mobile Peter as they come around the turn. At the head of the others, Thrifty Reserve with Wally's Choice, Dr. Farnsworth and Is She Special. Into the straight, the leader, Palais de Louvre, has kicked clear of Il Sorbo and Rough Rider, then Caladan, Golden Step running on. Further out, Calvados Charm, double take into the clear as they come to the 200 mark. Palais de Louvre still in front, giving a great sight. Palais de Louvre in front. Here's Caladan coming after him with Calvados Charm. The grey Caladan has pounced on Palais de Louvre. Calvados Charm cutting the pair of them down. Caladan and Calvados Charm as they hit the line. Caladan has just hung on to beat Calvados Charm. Surrender Now probably third, just in front of Palais de Louvre, then Golden Step, double take, Palatine, Dr. Farnsworth, Thrifty Reserve, Il Sorbo, Mobile Peter, Famous Nick, Wally's Choice, Match Dancer, Hudson River, Is She Special, well back is Rough Rider and More Money last in the Parramatta Cup. Looks like Caladan, beautifully ridden by Gavin Duffy, has hung on to win, paying $15 and $4.30, and was over the odds at that quote. Now Calvados Charm in the bright pink colours, making a bold bid for victory in the last little bit. Calvados Charm, number 12, $5, and Surrender Now, number 14, $8.50. Surrender Now almost certainly has cut Palais de Louvre out of third money. By gee, there's not a lot in it, but it looks like Caladan has just been able to hang on. As we return to Laverne and Shirley.
Well, this will probably never happen again.
Today, men can gaze down on them from the windows of the newest triumph of the modern world.
Passengers on the old Empire flying boats travelled in the lap of luxury. They enjoyed 5-star service and 5-course meals eaten off the best china.
Queensland horse Brave Warrior thrilled the local crowd on the Gold Coast to win the rich Magic Millions 2-year-old classic. Both on and off the track, there was plenty of glamour and action.
Rain didn't dampen the enthusiasm of racing fans. The Gold Coast track was packed for one of the country's richest events, the Magic Millions. The race day attracted the traditional mix of on-course fashion, champagne and glamour. Behind the scenes and not so glamorous, the business side of the event, trainers, owners and breeders from Australia and Asia were casting their expert eyes over some potential champions.
Oh, I think it's a great sale because it poses not only a holiday for all the people who come up here, but also very, very nice bloodstock. I recommend anyone to come to Magic Millions and buy horses. And the biggest incentive is you've got $1 million race 1 year away.
The first day of sales fetched good prices, the average of $30,000 and the top sale price of $120,000, indicating a recovery in the industry. And also making a strong recovery close to the finish, Queensland horse Brave Warrior storming home in the Magic Millions feature race.
Discreet Lady at the 200 still in front, St Covered flat to the floorboards, 2 lengths away, Brave Warrior starting to steam home. St Covered's coming at Discreet Lady, Brave Warrior's flying, St Covered in front, here comes the Queenslander! Brave Warrior, yes, he's too good! Brave Warrior's got up to beat St Covered and Discreet Lady, third from Ivory Zorish.
And that's the day in sport. Angela.
Thanks, Mark. Despite today's inclement weather, the show goes on. Thousands of opera enthusiasts are waiting in anticipation for the start of the Sydney Festival's annual Opera in the Park.
Raincoats, $5.
The rain failed.